I'm going to go to the, I want to thank the gentleman from Illinois. We're going to go to the gentleman from California, the ranking member of the Coast Guard Subcommittee, Mr. Garamendi, for 5 minutes.
Thank you. Secretary James, welcome. Look forward to working with you. You've got a big job out ahead of you, and it'll be a pleasure. I represent the Sacramento Valley, California, 200 miles of the Sacramento River. General Semonite, thank you so very much for coming to Beale Air Force Base. It was a pleasure meeting you and working with you there, and look forward to your good work out ahead. Like most members, I've got my own projects. I'm going to go through them very quickly. I know that you're aware of them. Marysville, a city in my district, there's $35 million in the budget. We appreciate that. There may be more. We can finish this entire project. It's been all on board. The Sutter Basin, this is the Feather River, the west side of the Feather River, a 40-mile project. There's about 5 miles left to do. We can get it all done. It's ready to go. It does need a New Start designation, but it's been underway for a long time. And the city of Woodland, the Lower Cache Creek feasibility study, it was on. It went off because of some local issues. It's now we want to move it forward. We appreciate your attention to that. Hamilton City, another project almost completed, making process on that $6 million. And then we get down to the really interesting questions. You've heard from all of us, we've got our projects, we need our money. Keep in mind that in the infinite wisdom of this legislature, Congress, and the President, we ripped $1.6 trillion out of the federal treasury over the next 10 years. So you want to know where the money is? It's gone. And so when we holler and scream about the Harbor Maintenance Fund and why it's being ripped off to be used for other things, well, there's the reason. There's a huge hole in the Treasury that is being filled by the Harbor Maintenance Fund and by the Inland Waterways Fund, both of which are being ripped off to backfill the hole that we created in our wisdom or lack thereof. And so we're going to scream and yell about money, but it's all gone. The $1.5 trillion infrastructure plan that the administration is putting forward, of which $200 billion is federal money, that's not new money, that's existing money, some of it coming right out of the Corps of Engineers. So if we're looking for the devil, it's us. We did it to ourselves. I don't know how we're going to deal with all of this going forward. The fact of the matter is the money is not there. The $96 billion of projects already authorized, it's not going to happen until this Congress decides that it's actually going to find new revenue. So, enough of that. You've got 6 principles in your testimony, Mr. James, some of which have profound effect on the way in which the Army Corps of Engineers will operate. I know that you don't have the detail today, but you're going to be under enormous pressure from the administration to carry out the principles in the infrastructure program, of which the 6 principles in your testimony will radically change how the Army Corps of Engineers operates, not just on the environmental side, but on the operational side. So we've got some challenges out ahead on the policy. You're not going to be able to respond today. You've been at this less than 3 months, 2 months actually, and but I just draw your attention to those 6 principles. Obviously, I want my projects. Obviously, we all do. Obviously, there's no money for any of this, or for much of it. But the 6 principles that you mentioned in your opening testimony have profound effect on all that we do. So I look forward to working with you, or perhaps against you, as those principles are enunciated and as they come into legislative reality, or at least before us. I'll let it go at that. We both have some enormous challenges out ahead of us. I look forward to working with you. Welcome. If I can provide you with any information on the Sacramento River, I look forward to that. And I am looking forward to what you've offered everybody else, that in-office opportunity to talk.
Thank you, sir, and I'll take you up on that. And, I'm willing to look at those principles and get your opinion on what they would affect. I'm trying to affect efficiency and getting down to actually moving dirt. So we'll work on that together.
Given your many years on the Mississippi River and my work on the maritime Coast Guard Maritime, we will be coordinating as well as on this committee. Look forward to working with you. We do have challenges.